Hello everyone, it's 2-month report card time for the PhysiX and HyRoad X. In case you're new to the channel, it's been 2 months since the release of these two, and a lot of people, especially staffers, will get all excited about new stuff before it comes out, and a couple weeks later it might be on the floor in their basement collecting dust, or already in someone else's hands. So here are my thoughts on the balls 2 months of use later. I've always said that the way to get the best read on a ball is to see what balls the staffers are actually throwing. Hype is one thing, but if it's going everywhere with them and they're throwing it a lot, that's the true test, and that's where the real information is. Starting with the PhysiX here, it still goes everywhere with me, and it's on the short list to pick up another one. I've only gotten more and more impressed with it as I use it, and I've heard several comments from people who say it tames down fast after the initial few games, which it does, not a ton, but I like it better, and most people I think like it better with a little lane shine. It still does all the right things in the right places. It's easy down the lane without wiggling at the break point. It hooks without chugging or digging in too early, so I'll basically reiterate what I said in my original review. It's just comfortable to throw. It mostly travels to tournaments. I don't use it much in League, partly because most balls work in League, and I don't want to wear it out too fast because of how well it performs for me at tournaments. Now, I don't know if a second one is getting a different layout or if it's just going to be a backup, but this is one of those that I'm always going to want with me at tournaments. Usually I don't need ASIMs unless there's a bunch of oil or the shot's long, but again, with a little lane shine, it's the perfect strong ball to start out a set and to get a good read on the lane with. I still can't recommend this one enough, and I'm really excited to see what this core is in next. I think this atomic core is going to be an icon much the way that the rad core has become. On to the HyRoad X, and this one is a case of a great ball that I just don't get to throw much because it's not quite aggressive enough. It's rare when I get down to a HyRoad in League or a tournament, and when I do, the original HyRoad is usually the choice because it's sharper or quicker down the lane, while the X is a bit rounder. Normally an IQ Tour is about as weak of a ball as I ever get to in League, and I just don't quite make it down to the X in tournaments either. I don't ever get to use the Hectic either, and that's one of my favorite balls of all time. So I did put up quite a few sets with it in League. I did pull it out occasionally in tournaments, and for somebody with drier conditions than I see or a lot more hand, it's a legit beast. Again, it's not for lack of wanting to use it, it's for lack of opportunity, and here's where I dig my feet in. Usually when I say I don't get to use a ball much, I get all kinds of suggestions to change the surface or plug and re-drill it, but that's just not smart. I like it the way it is. I like the layout, I like the surface, I like what it does, but I just don't get down to it very often, and if I change anything about it, and the opportunity does show up, then all of a sudden it's not available. Nothing drives me more insane than people talking about layouts and surfaces and getting all technical, then trying all they can to make every single ball they have throwable on their League shot. You have different balls to be different, let them be different. If you don't throw them a lot, that's okay. Some balls don't get thrown much. That's a soapbox for a different video, though. So bottom line, I like them both. They're very different, and the X doesn't get much lane time because it's just not quite aggressive enough for me, but I wouldn't hesitate to pull the trigger on either if you're in the market for that type of reaction. Thanks for watching.